It's MasterChef.
Winning MasterChef at the moment would mean everything.
2 expert judges to test them at the highest level.
We're looking for a great amateur cook who can make it as a professional. Someone who can turn out exceptional food.
I'm here to win it. Whether I will is in the lap of the gods.
This is one tough competition.
I'm here in MasterChef to win this.
Whoever wins, it'll change their life. Cooking doesn't get tougher than this.
These 6 contestants all want to become the next star restaurant chef, but only one will get through to the quarter-final. They face 3 tough tests. They have to invent a dish from scratch.
I can't say it's particularly unpleasant. It's highly unusual.
They have to survive the pressure of a professional kitchen.
Try to make more texture.
And they have to impress the judges with their own recipes.
I'm so upset with you.
All in just 2 days.
"40 minutes, 1 great plate of food, only 3 places. Let's cook."
It's the quick elimination test. Deciding which 3 stay are judges John Terode,
These 6 people want to change their lives. From being amateur cooks to being professionals. Can they really do it?
and Greg Wallace.
These guys have an inkling they can cook, and they are here to find out just how good they are.
The contestants have 40 minutes to invent a dish from any of today's ingredients, which include squid, Parma ham, asparagus, watercress, risotto rice, Parmesan cheese, cherries, dark chocolate, and puff pastry.
I cook for about between 9 and 7 people every night.
At 23, young mum Charlotte has had a lot of cooking practice and has now decided it's time to make it into a career.
Babies are 5, 3 and 17 months.
Wow, you really are a full-time mum.
Why are you here, Charlotte? Come on.
I love to cook. Simple as that. And if I want a job, then I'm gonna, spend time away from my kids, and I want something I'm gonna really enjoy doing.
Creative web designer Billy hopes his flair for cooking isn't hampered by nerves.
What could let me down, I guess, would be if I just clam up at the last minute and don't know what to do. I think if I go with my instincts and just relax, I'll be okay.
Billy, you look very nervous to me.
OK, well, yeah, I'm feeling pretty nervous.
What have you decided to cook for us?
I spotted the squid, and I thought, well, I'll do a calamari. I've made a start, and hopefully I'll stick with what I've got.
Do you think you're going to be able to pull this together?
I don't know, but I'm going to try my best. I want food to be my life. It's just a passion. I want it in my life. I want it to stay in my life.
What's the food dream?
My food dream is to live by the sea, open a restaurant. That would be my ultimate dream.
You are halfway. You have 20 minutes left.
Psychotherapist Lynn has had 40 years' experience in the kitchen.
I could do a full roast by the time I was 10, and now I'm 50 years old, and now it's my turn to do what I want.
What are you cooking for us?
I'm doing asparagus on just a bed of leaves with Parma ham and Parmesan cheese.
What cookery skill is that demonstrating?
Creativity, simplicity, and good food coming together, and it doesn't have to take a long time.
Publisher Christopher is hoping his adventurous style will get him noticed.
What I can bring is hopefully new taste combinations, creativity. I'm going to win it.
Why are you here?
I'm planning to open up my own restaurant, hopefully in a not-too-distant future. And if I win this, you know, it'll give me that kick to really step off the edge and go and do it.
Sales rep Jo wants MasterChef to help her realise her life-changing dream.
I definitely would like to be cooking for a living without a shadow of a doubt. I don't see myself doing anything else long term.
Jo, tell us about your food dream.
Well, I'm looking to move to France, and I would desperately like to just open up a little restaurant over there.
You've got 2 minutes left.
All done, all said, all over.
First up is publisher Christopher, who has made a cherry and chocolate tart with lime.
The flavour of the cherries and the chocolate and the lime, I don't mind at all. In fact, I find quite intriguing.
Creamy milk chocolate, fine, and the sharpness and sweetness of a cherry. And then citrus lime. I can't say it's particularly unpleasant. It's highly unusual.
Nervous Billy's future hinges on calamari with chips and salad.
The chips are not crispy. The squid is. I like the squid with the watercress and chilli salad, but the chips,
You were amazingly nervous, Billy.
Yeah, I was a little bit nervous.
That is a crispy coating around the outside, and it's seasoned, and it's lovely.
Will Lynn's mixed green salad, asparagus with Parma ham and veloute sauce show off her 40 years of experience?
Your asparagus is nicely cooked. You've got to demonstrate some ability, some skills, some processes. And there aren't many, apart from tossing a salad and cooking the asparagus on here.
No doubting at all that beautiful ham, delicious Parmesan cheese, wonderful watercress are beautiful to eat. Does this show a great cook?
Floor fitter Stephen is hoping his squid risotto will take him a step closer to his restaurant by the sea.
Stephen, I'm going to say I'm quite surprised. I thought that was going to be really horrible. I thought the squid was going to be undercooked and slimy or tough. I thought the risotto was not going to have any flavour, but it does. It's very subtle. It's quite interesting.
The Parmesan shavings on the top. When was the last time you ate cheese and squid? Metallic basil, squid, chilli hint over here. Doesn't quite come together.
Sales rep Jo's risking her dream of a French restaurant with an asparagus and Parma ham tart and watercress salad.
It's not cooked.
I think the inside should taste absolutely fine, but yes, I did a terrible job of cooking the pastry.
Jo, this is not the right way. You have to go all the way back and start all again from scratch. Get yourself some basic cookery books, have a good go. We'll see you in a couple of years.
Will young mum Charlotte's asparagus tart with parmesan show she has the makings of a master chef?
The base is cooked, the outside is cooked, the asparagus is cooked. You know what, Charlotte? You've done okay.
Charlotte, actually the pastry's cooked very well. It's bursting with asparagus flavour. We've got some judging to do. Off you go. Right, OK, the best three from this 6 to go through to the next round. I tell you, it doesn't have a certain something. Jo.
I think you're right. It was an incredible amount of mistakes on one plate, wasn't it? Sloppy, raw, tart. It was nasty.
If I got up there now and you gave me 15 minutes to make as many mistakes as I couldn't out-mistake her.
So angry because I am a decent cook. And yeah, I've just managed to really humiliate myself here. So yes, I have totally let myself down.
Right, I want Charlotte. She's great.
Look, she's incredible, really. 23 years old, 3 children, pretty feisty, understands what she wants to do. The food was pretty good. The girl cooks.
We've got Charlotte in and Joe out.
I see more weakness in Lynn than strength. After all those years of cooking, that food should have been great. But actually what she did then was made a salad, a bundle of asparagus and a white sauce. It's MasterChef, come on.
I have to agree with you over Lynn. This is a cookery competition and there was very little cookery to be seen.
Well, it was simple, yes, but, you know, I did have to make the sauce, I did have to make the crouton, I did have to boil the asparagus to perfection.
We ask in this first part for a coherent plate of food. Lynn didn't do that.
No, all right. OK, she's gone.
Shall we discuss Billy?
His squid was absolutely perfect. It was crispy on the outside, it was perfectly cooked in the middle, it had that right balance of chew and bite. His chips were wrong.
The guy was so nervous, but we see something.
I don't think I've done enough to get through it. I'd absolutely love to, but I really think I might have messed it up a bit.
I think we should put him through. With Joe and Lynn out and Charlotte and Billy in, we have a Christopher Stephen battle.
You've got Christopher, who was actually willing to push the boat out a little bit. I found the idea of the lime over the chocolate quite an interesting one.
I thought it was a little bit messy, and lime was a bit weird.
I honestly don't know if I've done enough to get through to the next round. I just hope so.
Stephen made a good risotto. He was clever enough to add the squid right at the last minute so it cooked and it wasn't tough. He made a decent plate of food. That's good.
Stephen's idea of the cheese on the squid is a little bit worrying.
I want to go through so much. Means a lot. Means a lot to go through.
But we're going to make a decision. Who's it going to be? You know there's only 3 places. We have made our decision.
Joe and Lynn, you are leaving us, ladies. I'm sorry. Charlotte, you're cooking tomorrow, Charlotte. Billy, you're staying with us, Billy. Ooh, you 2 gentlemen, Christopher or Stephen? Stephen, you're leaving us, I'm sorry.
Can't put it into words. Elated, ecstatic, excited, amazed.
I'm actually quite proud of myself, to be honest. Really happy.
Really surprised, actually. I thought I'd completely messed it up, so, yeah, I'm over the moon.
For the moment, they can relax. But tomorrow, the pressure is on as they face 2 more daunting tests. It's early morning on day 2, and the contestants arrive at Mosimann's, a private members club in London's upmarket Belgravia. Legendary chef patron Anton Mosimann has been cooking for over 40 years and has high expectations from his new team.
Welcome to Mosimann's. I'm Anton Mosimann. Don't let me down. Don't let the customers down. That's the most important thing. 2 risotto, please. Table 16. 2 risotto.
Billy's nerves are being put to the test once again. He's in charge of Anton's signature dish, risotto al funghi, and it must be perfect.
Take it back. Put some more on. Okay, yes, sir. A bit colour and flavour, okay? Take it back, please. Charlotte, yeah, okay, let's go, please.
Young mum Charlotte is making Angus beef with caramelised shallots and Madeira sauce. She's used to cooking for 9 people every night, so gets off to a good start.
Both very good. Excellent. Very good. Just make sure they're very, very hot when you serve them. Perfectly cooked. Well done.
Meanwhile, Billy still can't get Anton's signature risotto dish right.
Yeah, I need this bit more. A bit more fluffy. Mix it well. Tiny bit of whipped cream. A bit more, yeah.
Yeah, I've only cooked risotto once before, so... yeah, I'm learning lots, so...
It sticks now, you see?
Right, OK.
It sticks. Put it back. Some more bouillon.
Christopher is cooking haddock Monte Carlo, served with poached egg and herb sauce, but his first attempt is not hot enough to serve.
Put it back to me, please, the other plate. Just make sure it's very, very hot. Take the herbs off. Just flash a bit.
Trying to impress, he hurries to get the next dish out on time, but the other plates for the table aren't ready.
It's too early now. Get me a new one.
It's just... Yes, chef.
The beef's not ready. Talk to each other.
A whole plate is wasted, and he has to start his dish from scratch. Meanwhile, Charlotte is thriving under the pressure.
Nice beef, lovely. Well done. Well done. Nice sauce too, lovely. Good flavour. Looks okay, looks very good.
That's fine then. When we first started, I was a little bit worried about when to put pans on and things like that, so nothing got overdone, but throughout the day, I think I've been okay.
With the end in sight, Billy finally gets his nerves under control and is serving fault-free risotto.
Very, very good. Excellent. Excellent.
You know, the chef's very specific about how he wants it. It's his signature dish, so, you know, I've not been perfect every time, but I've been improving and hopefully I've done OK.
And Christopher has also finally found his footing.
Sauce is hot, good. OK, let's go, that's fine. That's fine.
The buzz. I mean, they say, you know, that it's an addiction, but it is. I mean, the adrenaline, you know.
Hey, okay. See, 4 minutes past 2. Well done.
After 2 long hours, John and Greg meet up with Anton Mosimann.
Anton, thank you very much indeed. How was Charlotte, and what did Charlotte do?
Charlotte done the beef. Very professional, very calm, really very impressive young lady.
Now, yesterday, Billy was nervous. How did he get on today?
Billy done the risotto, which of course is the most difficult dish of the day. I had to send it back once, twice, but Billy done well. A little bit nervous.
What about Christopher?
Christopher, he had the smoked haddock. I had to send it back once. Not quite perfect, but well done him.
Which one of these three would you employ?
I think Charlotte.
Now they're straight back to MasterChef HQ to cook their best 2-course meal. Yesterday, young mum of 3, Charlotte, showed real talent and she excelled under pressure. Will she keep it up and get one step closer to her food dream? Christopher's adventurous flavour combinations impressed, but he made some basic errors in the pro kitchen. He now needs to prove he's worthy of a place in the quarter-final. Web designer Billy battled with his nerves in the invention test and in the restaurant. Can he hold his nerve and produce the exceptional dishes needed to get him through?
You've got 1 hour. Do it. Become a quarter-finalist. Off you go.
They now have to cook a 2-course meal of their own design. Only one will win a place in the quarter-final. Charlotte is trying not to overcomplicate her menu, but still wants to show some original flair.
What are you going to do that's going to get you into a quarter-final, Charlotte?
I am doing black pudding with apple and leeks and a cider mustard sauce and apple tart tartine.
Do you think people may accuse you of taking it a little bit easy?
Everybody does steak, lamb, all that sort of thing's always done. I thought black pudding is a little bit different.
Charlotte, you want to change your life. How important is it to you?
Very important. It'd be a new start for all of us.
What is Charlotte doing? Black pudding with an apple and leek sauce. Is that it? It's a quarter-final place up for grabs here. I can't see it.
Billy's going all out to prove he's got what it takes by using some unusual ingredients and attempting a daring pudding.
Billy, what are you up to, mate?
Red mullet with samphire grass and sorrel sauce.
Right.
And then a hot chocolate fondant.
Do you know that the road to the MasterChef final is littered with the corpses of failed chocolate fondants?
Yes, I'd noticed that. But it tastes really good if you do it right.
It's quite nice that we're actually able to get a sentence out of you today, Billy, because...
I couldn't speak yesterday. I'm a lot less nervous. I'm likely to make slightly less mistakes today. And we'll see how it goes.
Red mullet with the samphire and the sorrel sauce. Love the idea of it. And then classical chocolate fondant raspberry sauce. Good idea, as long as that fondant works.
You have 15 minutes left.
Christopher is combining classic Scottish dishes with some more of his adventurous flavour combinations.
And what are you going to cook for us?
I'm doing a version of Cullen skink, and I'm doing duck breast with pearl barley with leek and orange.
Tell us exactly what Cullen skink is.
Cullen skink is a traditional kind of peasant Scottish soup, which is made smoked haddock, potatoes, onion and cream.
What type of cook do you think you are?
Adventurous. You know, I'll try different combinations. You know, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't.
Christopher, for me, has got a very, very exciting menu. The Cullen skink soup. And they're exciting ingredients he's got going on that duck. Orange, saffron, pearl barley, whiskey. I can't wait.
2 minutes, guys.
Time's up.
Billy has made pan-fried red mullet with sorrel sauce on a bed of samphire grass, followed by hot chocolate fondant with raspberry coulis.
The fish is beautifully cooked. It's all really well seasoned, really good textures. Billy, I think that's a really, really good dish.
What I don't particularly like is the creamy texture of that samphire sauce, but the tastes are great.
Let's move from main course to said dessert. You promised the chocolate fondant. It looks like a chocolate pancake. A fondant should be a tower. The difficulty with fondant is the inside of that fondant should be an oozy, gooey chocolate sauce.
Sure.
Is that going to happen?
I'm hoping so.
It's like eating a bit of undercooked cake.
Sure.
For me, it's not a true fondant.
Soft, lush, cocoa chocolate, not too sweet, hints of vanilla. Good pud.
Christopher's dreams are resting on a starter of Cullen skink, followed by duck breast with leek and orange barley risotto and whiskey game sauce.
It's not bursting with flavour. That's lacking some guts.
I am in total agreement with my learned friend. It needs some flavour to bring it alive.
It's deep and it's rich and it's soft and it's good. Flavour-wise, that's pretty full on. Quite exciting.
The duck is cooked really nicely. It is strong, really well done. The flavours are brilliant.
Charlotte has made a main course of black pudding with leeks and apples, followed by an apple tarte tatin.
Sorry.
We haven't even said anything yet. Why are you crying?
Because it's not good enough.
I think it looks unusual, and not pleasantly unusual. It's like presentation gone wild. To have the unusual sort of Nelson's column-like effect with the leek and half a kilo of black pudding. I don't know where this is coming from. I think it's a really odd choice.
I, like Greg, sort of trying to understand the whole idea of the black pudding and apple burger. You don't need to present food in this way to impress people because you are obviously quite a good cook.
I didn't want to do something everybody else had done. Simple as that.
But Charlotte, you know that this might be your undoing, don't you? It's sweet, it's not sharp, it's not oversweet, the caramel's not bitter, pastry's really cooked nicely. I'm so upset with you. Because your tarte tatin is the sort of cook I always thought you were.
Hallelujah. Charlotte the cook returns. And here is the evidence of what happens when you just cook what you normally cook. Here is the evidence of what happens when you cook something you don't normally cook. So don't be different, just be good. Lots of judging to be done, 1 quarter-final place up for grabs. Off you go. 2 of these we're going to have to discard and 1 of these we're going to have to keep. Charlotte, I was shocked to the point of being horrified when I saw her apple and black pudding stack. It looked silly. It didn't taste much better.
It was so misconceived. But then she goes in and cooks herself a tarte tatin because that's what she knows.
Her tarte tatin was perfect and heavy with cinnamon. Very good.
The problem we've got is if you go to a quarter-final, you've got to be able to cook in a quarter-final.
If I did get another chance and go through, then no more black pudding at a first start, and I'll just do what I'm comfortable with.
I thought Christopher's Cullen skink was just creamy and milky, and it lacked real flavour and body.
It was well conceived, but it just wasn't right.
But I really loved his duck and pearl barley. I thought it was exciting and rich and mellow. Really good.
The flash of brilliance in that main course. That's somebody who's really thinking about their food.
I want to go all the way. You know, I want to leave here with that winner's badge at the end of the series.
The biggest surprise for me has to be Billy's main course. Not just in the fact of using the red mullet, but also the idea of using samphire and sorrel. Quite game things to be cooking with. The mullet was cooked beautifully. I really, honestly enjoyed his main course.
I like Billy's main course, but I didn't love it as much as you loved it, and I didn't really enjoy the creamy texture on the sorrel sauce. And I liked his chocolate pudding.
His dessert, it was a soggy chocolate pudding. It was a bit cake-like in the centre.
I've been cooking as long as I can remember. I've always loved it. It's what I wanted to. It means a lot. Sorry, I wasn't expecting to feel so emotional.
So, who would be? We only have 1 quarter-final place.
A quarter-finalist. Is Christopher.
Yes!
Well done.
Congratulations.
I'm upset, but I'm not surprised. That's the way it goes.
It's proved how much I do love it, and yeah, I'm just going to keep cooking.
Wow. I made it.
Oh my God, you're joking!
Christopher will be back for the quarter-final, where he'll face 3 other exceptional cooks.